Hello, my name is Charlotte. I've had the pleasure this last year to stand with men and women who understand the value of a human life. People both young and old who stand with God. With the leadership of the ACL's SA Director, Christopher Brohier, we were able to be prepared and well-informed when asked about topics, so we could answer confidently and without fear of our words being used against us. We have stood proudly on the steps of Parliament with our banners in defence of both the unborn and those who are lost. From the babies in the womb who are killed to the young women who are being brought and sold on our streets. This past year, new legislation has been brought forward by the Greens and Labor parties, some for the right to take a life due to inconvenience, and some the right to buy and sell a person. This year has taught me that as we move forward in our society, the value we have for creation, for human beings, has diminished. Under the guise of progressiveness, we have lost the value of a human life. This is why, as a young person, as a young woman of South Australia, I am proud to stand up against these abhorrent actions against both humanity and God. Overall, even with the constant push for these legislations, for these attacks on life, there have been victories. A bill was brought forward by the Greens to decriminalise prostitution in South Australia. This bill would have allowed for men to purchase women openly on the street. This bill would have allowed for the abuse of lost women to continue. And this bill would have allowed for the pimps who own these women to sell them as they please. In November of 2019, this bill was brought forward into the lower house to be voted upon. And by the grace of God and the politicians in that room, with a vote of 19 for the bill and 24 against, this bill was thrown out. The ACL has allowed me to stay up to date with what's happening in our country. It has given me the ability to have a voice and a direction. The ACL has allowed me to meet like-minded people who I know stand with God. This has allowed us to speak louder than the progressive left and their war on life. We were prepared for media interviews to allow us to show young voices rather than being portrayed as reactionaries, as the media often does. By being prepared beforehand, we knew that our words spoken to the media would be concise and clear, so that our point couldn't be manipulated. ACL arranged with a politician to give us media training. This gave me confidence to speak outside the Attorney General's office, when we had to demonstrate there, and to have ready answers for ABC cameras as we won the prostitution decriminalisation vote. The ACL is full of young men and women who want their voices heard, who know that our real focus for our future isn't whether or not our carbon footprint is too big, but rather where our society puts its value. The ACL is leading the way for not only what's right, but what is godly. I look forward to more men and women of God standing up for what's right and standing up for life in the future. I'll leave you with this. What then shall we say in response to these things? If God is with us, who can be against us? Romans 8:31. Thank you.